Yep.
Hello everybody, I'm Peg Lorraine. We're doing another update for you today. We're going to wander the phase 2 of the Lake Wallace Sensory Trail, including this area which starts on Foley Field.
And it looks to me like they're beginning to finish off the edges here. And
yeah, it's much more advanced than the last time we were here, and there's some additional trails on this side, and we're going to show you all of it.
All right. We're coming up on the bridge.
This is really exciting. This little bridge is gonna cross us over just a little tip of Lake Wallace from where we can walk in at one of the other entrances all the way over here to Foley Field. Cuts off some of the road, but you could walk the road and still come and see this. We're looking forward to having this complete because we will be able at some point to actually get on the deck here and walk over to the big rocks.
And this is a way, to hook up to the trail that goes around the lake.
The first part, phase 1.
Yeah.
This connects us to one of the entries of phase 1. We're going to go this other way and show you the trail that goes around the edge of Foley Field and phase 2 up onto the hill.
Okay.
I hope you can see there's a couple of workers out there in the distance, and behind us there's a little wagon with planks on it, so it could be that this bridge is going to be decked over pretty soon. You can't, I don't suppose you all can see it. We're walking right by Foley Field. Some of the soccer nets are out, and there's a whole bunch of spring robins out there on the grass. So spring is coming, so it's a good time to acquaint yourself with this trail, phase 1 and phase 2. It's a beautiful place to walk, great place to bring the kids, great place to bring the dog as long as you keep the dog on a leash and clean up after yourselves. This we assume is a bump out for a bench. Are you on or not?
I am.
Okay, I can't tell when to talk, when not to. Oh, the robins are gone. Guess we scared them off.
I hear construction noises off in the distance.
I do hear saws. Also, it will be soccer season soon, so the nets are out. The rec department is getting ready for that, which is a huge part of the kids' activities here in Belchertown. We're going to walk you all the way around the lake and into the phase 2 trail. It's partly wooded and partly goes up on the hill above the farm. This is one of the areas where we always stop, look out into the water. There's almost always a few families of ducks and a few families of geese who are out. Right in front of us on the water, there are Canada geese. Further out, there probably are ducks. And very soon, there will be little painted turtles all over these fallen trees. There'll be lines and lines of them, and you can look out and you can see them because the sun glints off their shells, so you can see little dots of light all over some of the trees out here in the lake. That is coming soon.
There's a wagon up here.
Something going on.
Yeah, I see workers out there pulling tapes and...
The workers, we think some of these workers are prepping the fields for soccer games and softball games, baseball games. But we have a little work cart here, which may be field related or may have something to do with the observation deck that's under construction a little further along this trail. Pretty much know these guys are prepping for, this looks like baseball season?
I don't know. I guess we'll be nosy and ask.
I guess we will.
Hey there.
Hey there. Well, we're here to ask you that very thing. What are we prepping? Baseball field?
Yeah.
When do the practices and the games start? Must be pretty
for Little
soon.
League, high school already started. I know our Pathfinder girls are playing Belchertown today.
Oh
at
dear,
Belchertown.
don't know what to hope for there.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Well, that's
Yep.
good to know.
Little League is just practicing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the Little League practice here and at Little Fenway, Mini Fenway?
Yeah, I think they've rented these fields.
I see.
Yep.
I see.
Summit chestnut maybe.
And so you guys are prepping it so that it's
yeah,
all
so we're
perfect.
just helping out with a lot of the rec fields. Yep.
I love that.
Pathfinder
Are you
kids.
parents? Are you
No, these are a
Parks
couple of
and?
my students. So these are the Pathfinder students.
Oh, you guys are
Yeah,
so
this is
good.
Pathfinder. Yep.
That's why I say I don't know what to hope for when Belchertown plays Pathfinder, because you're both ours. All right.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you all
There-
so much.
People got, you know, with the drought last year, a lot of the sport fields got a lot of wear and tear. So people started to notice.
So give us your names again.
I'm Mr. Pronovost. This is Adrian Braun and Talon Pedro.
Talon and Adrian,
Did I
it's
say that
very
right,
nice to
Pedro?
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You know, another Belchertown resident. A lot of Belchertown kids.
You guys rule.
right.
What can I
Thank
say?
you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Stop for a minute to say hello to a Pathfinder teacher and his students who are prepping one of the, Little League fields for the upcoming season. And then we've gone right past it, and here is the observation deck we talked to you about a little bit ago. You can see it hasn't been decked yet, but more work is done now than was done last fall. So it's beginning to take shape.
So they cut the trail to it, but they haven't done much with it.
Well, they haven't finished the surface here, but they may not want to do that until they're done with the deck because they'll be tromping in and out. So it might be good to wait on that until they've got this finished.
Don't
We're not
wreck-
sure
don't
what
wreck
the
it with
finish.
construction material.
Don't wreck it with construction material. There you go.
All right.
We're not sure what this is going to look like in the end, but it's just exciting to see it here. Right ahead of us, you can see the end of the trail, the snowmobile trail that actually circumnavigates Lake Wallace. This is a way to enter it. There are several other ways you can start at any of the entries on the Phase 1 part of the Sensory Trail. And you can follow the snowmobile signs and go all the way around the lake to come out here. You could actually do about a 3-mile walk here on the between Lake Wallace, the trail around the lake, and Phase 2 of the Sensory Trail. It gets you about 7,500 steps, and it's beautiful. You're in the sun and you're in the woods, and there are bridges and there are wildlife. This is Pathfinder students, also wildlife. And it's a really beautiful, healthy place to be.
All right. And then what? We just continue on with the Phase 2 trail.
Yes, we're pretty much starting Phase 2 here. Hi. Yes, we've just come on to the beginning, really, of Phase 2 of the Lake Wallace Trail. We showed you signs last year, and we've walked this with you a number of times just to keep you up to date. It's a little more finished than the last time you've seen it. This will keep us in the woods for a little way, and then we'll come out actually near the old state school property and near the Lake Wallace entry that we just showed you.
Ah, so, but around Foley Field, that's also part of Phase 2, isn't it?
Yes, this is what we just came on to.
Okay.
And that part out there, yes, it almost has to be.
Okay.
Mr. Albertson, who's our town planner, is a good source of information if you're not sure about some of the stuff we're telling you or you have additional questions. Doug Albertson, dalbertson@belchertown.org is a way to send questions, or you can send them to us at lorraine@aol.com, and we will do our best to get you answers.
Okay.
This little tiny pond we love, we look at it every time we walk here, and down at the bottom of the fall off here, you can see that it's really spring because the skunk cabbage leaves are up about a foot. And that means that no matter how hard winter tries, spring is going to win. Okay, do you live in town? And you walk this often?
Yes.
Do you agree with us that it's really special? We're updating the town on Phase 2 of the trail, so that's what we're doing here. We're sorry to take advantage of your presence, but it does show that someone other than us is using the trail. So we appreciate it.
A lot of people do.
I
A lot
know.
of birders who come out here all
Oh, the birders love it here, don't they?
And I guess dog walkers and birders for sure.
yeah.
And child walkers. And
Turtles do too. Turtles
are the turtles out?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Down off some of the logs down
You-
over there.
You were
We
over
haven't
taking
seen
some
them.
photos,
That's
I guess,
really
taking photos
good.
of taking photos
Did you
of
get
the
any
turtles.
Oh
pictures?
no.
Yeah.
No.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
On Phase 2, there are lots of ways for you to just do a little distance and then escape. This takes you out to the old road that goes around Foley Field. So this is just one of the exits and or entrances to Phase 2.
We're saying it now. How do you want to do it?
We're coming up on the new bridge on phase 2. This is the first bridge they completed, and if you look closer you can see it's because of the terrain. Land drops off pretty steeply here, and this keeps them from having to put in fill or do something to bring the trail up to this level. It just makes it safe for the walkers, and it makes it very fun. We love a bridge. Should show these granite things at the end. Okay.
Here we go.
This granite paving stone was actually part of stair-step units at the old state school property and some door sills, and you will see these periodically all along the Lake Wallace Trail. This is one of our favorite parts of this trail. We've been back out in the open, and now we're going back into a more wooded area. It's a beautiful S-curve here. It just lends character and atmosphere to the whole experience. And this is yet another sort of escape with a granite stone in it. Oops. And now we turn left into the woods, as long as we don't collide with one another or step off the edge of the trail by accident.
Another one of these little
You think
bench
this is a
areas.
bench bump out?
I think it is, yeah.
That would be very cool.
I don't think the benches are coming. I think they need to be donated.
I think you need to donate a bench. I'm not certain about that. Louise Levy would be another source of information for that. And we did a little show for you this past weekend, the clip and chat portion that Louise is hosting for people who are interested in being friends of the Lake Wallace Trail. And I suspect that that would be a good place to find out how you donate a bench. So we're actually reaching the end of the Lake Wallace part of the trail. We're entering into, you can see the old road here. We're going to climb up a bit of a hill, and we'll be out above the New England Small Farms Institute. So we're leaving one property and entering another, although when all is said and done, I think it's all town property. We're just going away from the lake.
All right. So you can just see what kind of a long stretch here leading out to the state or the Nesby
The
property.
New England Small Farms Institute property, yes. We'll be looking, when we get up to the top of the hill, we'll be looking down on the farm and on the old barns, at least one of which is currently being renovated, I believe, or refurbished.
Okay.
That's part of what you're going to do at town meeting is vote for the Community Preservation Committee's recommendations for funding from this year's funds. And among those grants, I believe, is the horse barn. So now you can see straight ahead of us one of the barns on the Nesby property. So we're approaching the hillside. I can remember Bruce Clockers doing the mowing on these hillsides. And we're going to be up on the hill, up above the Nesby barns and some of the fields. Also, you can't quite differentiate now, but the town's community gardens are straight ahead in those fields. And I believe if you watch your Sentinel, they still have available plots. I love the old snowplow blade.
Yeah.
I don't have any, I guess that's just there until the DPW has time to pick it up.
Oh, it's all muddy. The old trail.
Yeah, the original trail that they had to reroute because of property ownership, I think. Hi, hello again. Thank you, you too. This looks like one of the spots where you could donate a bench.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice, looking down over the barns and the silos? What a pretty place to come and sit and read or just contemplate nature. So we're at the top of the hill where the trail makes a nice little circle for now, because it's our understanding from the original plans that they might take this trail and extend it a little ways over to my right and down to the power plant, which we know is being demolished, in the process of being demolished. So we're not sure what the plans are for landscaping around that old area. here's a place we think they might use to extend the trail. And you can still see the stack of the old power plant. All right, we're at the top of the hill. This is the circle we talked about. Down below us, you can see the horse barn. Just beyond that, the white farmhouse is the Jepson house. The 4-H garden used to be down that way, but I think that someone else is going to take that over this year. And you can see the old silos. So this is all New England Small Farms Institute property down below us. We're not sure about up here. The couple of little cairns up here that someone has taken the time to make. And some beautiful old boulders. We're taking advantage of what was here and making everything as beautiful as possible. All right, so we're approaching another duckout. This is actually to a new little section of the trail, which has just been added. There are lovely little sort of artsy bits and pieces to this trail. They could have made it straight. They could have made it flat with a lot more work. But here is a little bump out. Another escape route if you're walking phase 2 and you don't want to go all the way up the hill. It leads to the old road, but it also leads across the old road to a new tiny section of the trail that's been created here with the granite paving stones or stepping stones. And just off a little bit to my right, to another stone, all of this comes out onto the road that circumnavigates Foley Field. Trying to think of the right word for that. So it's just for looks and atmosphere and pure joy.
Okay, give me a little, thank you.
So now you've seen what's up so far of phase 2 of the Lake Wallace Trail. We walk it pretty regularly, and this is our 3rd or 4th update for you. But it's just, we want to know that you know that this exists, and it's here for your use, and it's all part of the tapestry that's Belchertown.